Mic check. Let's get the mic checked. The mic has been checked. All right, we should be good to go, and we're gonna do Fartcoin. Top of the morning, Anthony. All right, Fartcoin. Okay, let's get out, check the daily time frame, see what's going on with the daily. Yeah, we'll have to drop time frames to figure out what happened here, but what we can see over here on this leg of price is pretty interesting. Pretty clear break of daily structure here. So I would say that this trend that was heading this direction has at least reversed temporarily. And interestingly enough, right below this range low right here, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, unless this was already tagged. No, it wasn't, right? You had a daily or beautiful daily order block sitting below there. And upon an interaction with it, you can see it wasn't a very bullish result, meaning that demand is not in control. So you break daily market structure here, retest that as supply, and continue down, right? Continue down. Then when we get into a little bit of slower time frame stuff, let's drop to the 4. I don't think anything new happens on the 4. Let's see, I believe you were looking at this area. I'll double check what you posted here in a second. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Let's get rid of this. So you had that. Let me double check. Is that what you... let's see, and you did it on the 30-minute. Yeah, so you marked your resistance a little different than I did. You kind of came from here to here, which is fair to look for it out of the bottom 50% of this. I mean that seems pretty fair. I have a general rule that if you get up above 50%, you're likely looking at supply failing. So yeah, I don't hate where your head's at there. But more locally, I do like the short trade because you have taken this high right here. And then as you were saying on the 3-minute, you had your, you call it a change of character. I just refer to everything as a break of structure. So yeah, I would say it does seem pretty clear that it wants at least this low. Now your target is all the way down to the current low, and I don't fully disagree with you there because you are under daily bearish market structure. So you're targeting down here, and I yeah, I mean obviously that would be the like the final target. So then up in here you also have, not only did we sweep this high over here, but we also had a little bit of a range develop here, and we filled the high of this local range here. So yeah, I do like where your head's at with down, and I do like your now. If you're looking for, the thing I can't tell on your chart, and I'm not looking at chat right yet, so I will here in a moment. I'm assuming you're already entered and not looking for a retest of. Let's see, this is on the 30-minute. 30-minute, and you're coming from. Oh yeah, you had this. You had the same thing. And you can see that it had already retested this right here. So, but you're indicating a you know, a position entry like up in this area. I'm assuming you're not waiting for this to come back to here and then down. That's what I'm assuming. Let me actually pull open the chat on the YouTube so I can see. Yeah, no problem, Black and Blue. Oh, he did not enter. Okay, he did not enter. So to me, let's drop back down. Let's go all the way down to the 1. Yeah, let's go all the way down to the 1. So see, you know, like this to me, if you were gonna enter without like, you know, like if you're gonna enter on a wick and just be a bad man and catch a knife, it was this wick right here, coming back in where you put in your change of character on the 3 minute. That whole zone, a retest of that would have been a great short. I think it even it even nipped into this section right here. So, in order to come back, I don't. You have, like I said, you have your like entry zone up here. In order to come back to that zone at this point, you are going to break structure bullishly. So we are currently here. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way so we don't have to stare at that anymore. We are currently here. So if you were to break back up from here to get to this zone, I would not touch this. No, I would not touch that at all. Now, if it were to come up and smoke this high one more time here, let's get this line out of the way too. And let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Now, if it were to come up here, hit that high, form some manner of structure, and lose that structure, then I would short. But I wouldn't short, like, you know, essentially in your zone, I think, is marked out somewhere in this area. I think it's a little higher, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Where did that go? Yeah, it's all the way up. It's all the way up here. You're looking like clean up into this area here. You will be breaking structure bullishly locally to get there. You're coming for that high. I don't expect you to roll over inside of a zone like that. Then your other position, you are up into this zone. I think we decided you're about halfway through it. Oh no, I can see there 1.15. Yeah. So like up in this zone right here. Currently, I would want to see probably a bit more than a 3-minute change of character coming out of there. So let's see. We're gonna think about this. Yeah. We're gonna need. I think we're gonna need more like a 15-minute change of character or break of structure coming out of there, because your structure kind of, you know, comes up, down, up, down. I'm sorry, down, up, down, right? And so again, in order to, it's still a good zone. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good zone. But in order to get up to this zone, you're breaking this downwards structure bullishly. In order to hit that zone, you're going to be breaking this structure bullishly. So I think you'd want to see like at least a good 15-minute coming out of there, probably with a retest, and like look to enter more into that thing if it were to get up and even work like that. So you know, yeah, both of those are a little tough. Another idea for me would be, let's see here. So you got a nip of demand right down here. Get on the damn wick, homie. Sorry. Boom, boom, boom. Template. Hey, 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 dude. Hit the right buttons today. Let's see. We got a little bit of a demand down there between 96.37, 93.69. Yeah, then I say you're smoking .86. So another idea would be, let's see here. Let's see here. The current trouble is we have yet to break this low. You get the point. Take my magnet off so things will cooperate with me. This low, we've yet to break that low, meaning that this high could be weak. But then the structure from here to here has not flipped bullishly yet, so not too much to worry about there. Yeah, I think you have to. I do like where your head's at with shorting this asset. I just think that you're gonna have to follow it down a little bit more. I think both of the zones that you picked to get back to, the structure is not quite as favorable. Like I said, you have to break this bullishly to get back up here. You have to break this bullishly to get back up into places like this. And so you're going to need something pretty clear up there. I think, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Spit it out, man. Spit it out. I think what I'm trying to say is you have to find the short somewhere inside of this zone, or a loss of this zone, a retest to this zone. This is still a target one for me. 10160. That would still be a absolute target one for me. But yeah, I feel like I feel like you got to find the short inside of this zone here, and I can tell you, you know, we're in the discount of this current range, and so obviously I'd like to be up a little bit higher, but I don't really want to be above this high. Yeah, so I'm gonna change that statement. I think we need to find the short in between this zone now. Because to me, if we come back up above this, then we are breaking this downwards structure bullishly, and we should be looking for retest longs back up to the high. So yeah, I think more locally is where you're gonna have to find your short. Right, Bitcoin up still. Yeah, and then you know. Okay, cool. So that's what I have on Fartcoin. I think additionally, if you lose this low, yeah, we're looking for backtest in here down to that zone. And if this zone does not hold, maybe cut most of the way through it. I think we're ultimately back down there. Yeah, that's what I think. Let's say good morning to some people. Where all the people go? Where my YouTube channel go? Oh my goodness. Okay. Good morning, Bully Berry. I ain't seen you in a minute, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Luke, top of the morning. Nick, afternoon. Defiant. Okay. Use the 30 and the 3, huh? Well, let me just remind myself of what the 30 would look like here. Mm. Yeah, see, I still just don't see any reason to. I don't see any reason to. Any bearish reason to go back up there. It's like even this 30-minute order block that got put in right at the range high sweep. Magnet again. To me, that's the same thing. We already talked about this, but it has been tapped. All right. Hey man, what do we wanna look at this morning? I guess we gotta talk about some Bitcoin. Let's go talk about some Bitcoin real quick. All right, so obviously I'm just going back almost through the week here. I feel like yeah, pretty much. Wait, is that this Monday? No. No, this thing over here. Okay, gotcha. Um yeah, I mean, can't be too surprised when I look at this chart. Really can't be too surprised at all. Yeah, I mean, like this last 6 hour, it was on the 6 hour. I think it was the 6 hour. Didn't we decide it was 6 hour? This last 6 hour order block did get us a decent amount of lift. Essentially we smacked right off the bottom of this supply range here. Went down, we were all hoping for a run on that low for some go uppage, but obviously it didn't happen. You can get to the lower time frame. You get all the way down to the 1 minute. You have absolutely nothing bullish happening at that level. Then we did come down to the 100K level, sweep this low, and we've got the 3 white soldiers to follow that. So probably let's clean some of this up. Yeah, let's just go ahead and it's time to really start cleaning this thing up. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. I think those stay. We don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. This, or whatever this is. Still looks too messy for me. Bum 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 bum. All right. I would say if we can clear this supply, which we're already a little bit more than halfway through it, then we are coming for this high. No, honestly, I think we're going to come for that high. And now I feel completely different about this zone up here. Oh, we can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore either. Which means we might as well just get rid of this and this. Yeah, I don't feel the same about this zone up here anymore. Nope, I can't. I'm not allowed to feel the same about it now. Because to me, pretty clearly, to get to that zone now, we would be under bullish market structure. Right? That would turn this into a bullish break. So, and no longer feel the same about that zone. No, I really don't. Yep. Yep, it's gonna need to, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. It's going to need to reject out. Let's see here. That's another way I can look at this. We look at the range of the price from this swing high to this swing low. And we are, we're going to need a rollover somewhere either in here, maybe up in, but yeah, like maybe between like 105, 100, 105, like all the way up to an SFP on 105, 866. It's gonna need to roll over in these areas, or we are not, or we're gonna break this high. I guess you could look for an SFP on that high. Yeah, you could look for an SFP on that high too. And no, nobody try and fade me. Don't act like we didn't have this planned ahead of time. Don't do that. Don't do that to me, man. That'd be so rude. It'd be so rude to do that to me. And let's see. What else we got? Decent change in market structure coming out of there too. So it was nice. It was nice, y'all. It was nice, y'all. I don't know. Looks like it just wants to keep going up to me. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, this may have, the only thing that this supply may have been worth is, that might have been all that she was good for, was coming back to yank this low. That's very much a smart money play right there. Yeah, I think that was all that supply was good for. Seems pretty clear to me at this point, doesn't it? And then, you break up above this range. We come back down to test the demand that entered the market, that entered at market open, and you get your initiation, mitigation, continuation. So kind of fun. But I don't have a. I kind of already made my money for the day. I don't have really anything else like really locally to trade. I don't. Can we find something? Can we find? See the trouble. This is just a trouble. Sort of time of the week and place on the chart for me, right? Because I look back at my plans for the week. We've deleted a lot of them. Yeah, and they all, like the more major areas on the chart have all sort of been touched at this point, and it's a Friday, so I don't. I don't have a. I don't, yeah, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. It's Friday. The market tends to calm down. At least it does whenever I tend to look at it on a Friday, and all the major points have been interacted with at this point. So yeah, it's like a scalp and run kind of trading environment, if you ask me. Of course, we did clean up that stuff. Seen that coming a fucking mile away. Um, I don't have a ton for you guys on Bitcoin today, man. I don't have a ton for you on Bitcoin. This is your kind of primary high from the well, I think, yeah, both of these, but it's getting a little high up for me to continue to encourage longs. We're officially in premium. I mean, down here, no, not so much, but we're officially kind of entering into some premium areas now. Now that's the thing though, is like, if we're coming for this high up here, I don't know. I mean, RIMC's working. I'll tell you that much. RIMC is working. Let's get down to the one and let's see here. RIMC is working. So let's illustrate it like this. Break the high. Retest. Break the high. Retest. Even pulled the low off of that one. So it's like, you know, break the high. Can you get a re-entry down in here? Will it come back down for another retest? You know what I mean? Like can RIMC just continue to do its job today? Quite possibly. I mean, I would say, you know, it wouldn't be a pretty good look to start losing this low right here. I would think to myself that if you lost that low, because we have already mitigated this prior section of demand here, that we could start crawling the opposite direction. So you could just, you know, most I've got is like, you know, follow the trend up on Bitcoin and look to target 105,866, and then we had one a little bit above that, 106 106,764. But I don't have anything else on Bitcoin, man. I don't got anything else. Good. You still got some of that. You still got some of that long in, Alex. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't blame you for just you taking your money and run. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't blame you at all. I have to get all that stuff off my chart. I can't. I can't deal with all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really don't. Like, there's just not a lot for me to say about Bitcoin. There just isn't. Not in this place. I mean, I think I've said all I can say. It is interacted with the exception of I made a mistake in really waiting for this like 6 hour order block here to get to trigger the lower high for the lower low. I made a mistake there instead of just looking to this shelf right here, off of the prior low. Right, that was the mistake I made as far as anticipating the lower high for the lower low. But I mean, everything else on here we've kind of already talked about. I already told you I'm not nearly as excited about this because you're going to break structure bullishly to get to that area. So it's no longer exciting for me. No, it's no longer. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't tradable, though. I'm not saying it isn't tradable and that you can't get some manner of pullback. But that pullback may be your range initiation, mitigation, continuation kind of thing, right? So yeah, I don't, guys, I don't have a lot here. So let's go look at some other things. What did Fartcoin do since we were talking about it? Nothing. It's done not a goddamn thing. Cool, neat. Hey, you too, Alex. You have a wonderful weekend as well. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go pick on some stuff. XRP, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh, I love you. I like to kiss you. I could fucking kiss you. Mm-hmm. Show could. Show could, Shody. Show could. Mm. Mm. Man, that looks good. That looks good as shit. Let's delete some of this shit. Let's delete some of this shit. Let's let's get that out of there. No, that stays. Let's get this out of here. Boom, boom, boom. XRP, I would, this is what I'd say about XRP. If you are intended to set a lower low, it's coming out of this zone. If this zone fails, we're running all of this. If we break up out of here, that's a short retracement for a further climb up, because you're going to be under all kinds of bullish structure by the time you get there. You'd be so bullish by that point, man. You'd be so bullish. You'd be oh so bullish to get up there. You'd have the biggest, fattest bullish break underneath you. Oh yeah, that is no more than a get off there and give me the right goddamn drawing tools, man. That is no more than a higher low for a higher high out of there at that point. Yeah, and yeah. And yeah. So there's that, I suppose. Plus that gives you your 1, your 2, and your 3 for your potential spring. Does that mean, did ETH finally get to, did ETH hit its technical target? Did it do it? You better have done it, you son of a bitch. You better have done it. Oh, no, it's in that place where, that same place where I was expecting, if we are to receive, same statement here, if we are to receive a lower high, I think it should come out of this zone. I think it should come out of that zone. If we are to receiveth one, yeah, ETH, you bastard coin. Why you couldn't just take out your technical target? You're an asshole. I suppose it's not too late though. It could still happen. This could still happen. Lunar Beaches Crypto. What's up, man? VeChain for spot. Oh, right. I need a swear jar. Bro. No. No. No swear jars for me. No swear jars for me. What'd you say? VeChain for spot. VeChain for spot. Let's go take a look at VeChain. Because I feel like that was one of the ones that I was saying like was in super discount. Am I tripping? Oh, okay. No, that's not one of the ones. Okay, well, we get some ideas on this. Get out of there. Did that high snip that high? Oh my goodness, it did. So, you know, I mean, we have to be sort of cautious about this on VeChain. I think this deserves some manner of caution. But no. That one. Yeah, I mean, I think I think this deserves some caution. Okay. In the sense that this could be your lower high. This could be your lower low. Hold on, give me just one moment. Yeah. Sorry, I'm back. Right, meaning, so if this is your lower high and this is your lower low, then you expect another lower high for a lower low and another lower high for a lower low, lower high, lower low. Come back down for this guy. So you know, you got to be careful about this. So what does that mean? That means that if that this is a strong high on the daily time frame right here at 02542, right? So if we break the strong high, this is how I'd want it. This is how I'd want it to flow for spot. Let me go up to, is it the 3-day? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. This is how I'd want it to flow for spot. You have a 3-day supply block right here. I'd want to see it come and crack this high, hit supply, retrace back. Remember, this is where we break daily market structure bullishly. And then I want to look for a flip on this retracement leg for the long. You know, so let's get back down to the daily. See it break daily structure, interact with supply, come back in, show demands in control. So on this leg of price, on the retracement leg, I would want something like probably like 30-minute to 4-hour. I mean, if you get 4-hour, it'd be just clear as can be. Yeah, I want to see that break bullet, or does it make more sense to do it this way? Yeah, probably makes more sense to do it that way. That's what I would think on the spot, and you know, I wouldn't treat it any differently. I'd still be looking to secure profits at .033. Yep, yep. But yeah, it's going to have to return daily market structure to bullish at this point. So I would just set an alert at 25.42 and see what transpires after that. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I would look at that. That's how I would look at that. That was fun. Thanks for asking. Trade intuition, what's up? Bam bam. LDO spot entry. Let's go. LDO. Nobody has asked for LDO in like a year or more. That was the last spot idea I had on it, and asshole never hit its full target. What an asshole. What an absolute asshole. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so that low, these lows have all been taken. Let's just get that off the chart. Let's just get it off the chart. Let's go ahead and get this off the chart too. Let's understand that we have a little bit of a range in here. Is it weekly structure? No. Is it like, what does it look like on the 3-day? Well, it qualifies for 3-day structure, and that qualifies as an SFP. Okay, so I mean, we have to know that we have weakness down here. We had, how did this 3-day order block hold up? Oh, did we pull the low? No, we didn't pull the low. Got damn close to it. Okay, all right, let's drop to the 4. Would have been way better to pull that low. Okay, so demand was hella in control here. Broke here. More demand. Fail. Fill shorts. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So in here you had another range. Filled the high. And damn you, Magnet. Damn you all to hell. Love you and hate you, buddy. Broke the low. Nothing super clean there. Just trying to get it to a single candle, and I'm not going to be able to do that. But I want to find it nonetheless. All right, and then you know, we kind of bear flag up into that supply. Again, not a pattern trader, just pointing out what you. What am I saying? I'm saying you broke this low, and you kind of formed upward structure only off of the low. And then you came down and you lost that structure. So, in the event that this is going to provide a lower high for a lower low, I would suggest that the zone between 90.9390 and .8399 would be the zone in which we could incur a lower high for a lower low. And so because of that, I would venture to guess that if you break this zone, that you are going to run this high. Oh, that's not where the high is. High's over here now. Brett, get back on there. This high. Yeah, well, if you break this zone, we're gonna run this high. And then if you break that high, then we're gonna run this guy up here. So what does that all mean? What does that all mean? Because all I'm doing is yapping. When it comes to spot on LDO, I'd like to see it return its daily market structure to bullish. I'd like to secure my position by 1.1799. I would definitely look to secure by there. I'd look to further secure by 14118 to like 1.6 in this area. Yeah, so I would be securing further. This would be the area in which I say you could receive your initiation, mitigation, continuation. So in the event that we were to get a significant pullback out of that area into this prior demand range, I would look to add here, right? Because we've taken some out. I would look to add that back in here. I would then be taking profits again here. And if we blow through this zone, take more profits up there. And then and if all that happened and price was at 2.70, you'd be looking like a fucking genius if you ask me. Yeah, so that's how I would look to that on spot. That is how I would look to that on spot. I think we decided it missed this low. Didn't we decide it missed this low? Pretty sure it did. Pretty damn sure it did. Swear. Give me the magnet. Give me the magnet now. Yeah, what a shame. What a shame. And yeah, in the interim, until all of that happens, hey, bro, this to me is a short zone. Make it, I don't know, red. Yep. Explain what you just saw to Mark that supply on IDO. Fuck, or LDO. God damn it. Trouble is let me see. Let me see what you sent me. Oh, would that be a better entry on the fart coins? Let's go look. Let's go look. I wish the problem is I did so much Luke, I think I did so many things and then deleted them on here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. God, man, I think you could honestly. Oh God, I think you could watch for shorts as soon as here. What is this? This is 8240 to 8027. The way it's curling up from this low is concerning for me. Man, I really have a goal to do the supply and demand video this weekend, so maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna go back to Fartcoin real quick. Farting coins. Where were we at? We were on Bybit. All right, now my guy's looking at the 15. He wants that wick a couple candles ago. He wants this wick. Nope. No, I don't like that. Not sure I like that. Well, but wait a minute. What do we say we needed to find it in? We knew that if we broke this high, that we shouldn't be looking for shorts right then. So I did say, yeah, I mean that's. I mean it's Fartcoin and I'm on the 1 minute time frame. So let's remember that. Let's take the 1 minute time frame with a grain of salt on Fartcoin. But you broke 1 minute structure bearishly here, and you have already retested this zone. And so it would seem more logical to me that we are going to come. Oh, we already touched that low. Okay. So we touched that low. So 1 minute time frame stuff. We broke bullishly here. And then we came back up into this little 1 minute order block. Put in our next highs. Came back down. Did not touch the low. came back up, swept all of these highs. No, I'd honestly, I'd rather enter short right here. Why am I saying that? Well, I guess no, I lied. I'm not totally hating your zone here. I'm just trying to think like locally, like yeah, because you're saying like kind of like one of these things. But my issue is you touch this low, you couldn't really clear this little bit of supply. You head back down to the low, miss the low, head up, sweep these highs again. Yeah, I think the weakness is down here as we're seeing in kind of real time right now. Yeah, I would rather lose this, backtest this, drive down to here. That's what I'd rather. That's what I would rather. I'm kind of sort of starting to run out of time here. Just a little bit of a heads up. What's dominance doing? Ugh. Ugh. Shitting on our altcoins is what it's doing. Yeah, no, that was indeed an initiation, mitigation, potential continuation. Okie dokie. Is it a 4-hour bullish break in there? No. Is it a 2-hour? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, that right there was your indication that this was going to get smoked. Boom, 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 boom. Mondo Pancho, good morning. Black and Blue says he's got it. Black and Blue says he's got it. Well, good. Good. I mean, that's just at least the way I look at it, man. That's just the way that I look at it. Now, see, here's the thing, though, is that, like, you touch this low again, but you fail to close below it. So if we were to overtake this candle right here, that would be bullish. And if we don't overtake that candle, well, then that's obviously bearish. All right. I'm going to pick on a couple more coins and then I'm going to head out unless you guys give me something. What is going on with A, Ds, and As? What is happening on this fucking chart? Okay, we have had an interaction with the strong low. That's all dead. Let me get some of this stuff out of my way here. If ADA cracks, this is to me, this is the zone. If ADA is going to set a lower low or equal low, it comes out of this zone. And after an interaction with the strong low here, if we were to overtake this zone, I would say we are going to smoke that high. And if we do smoke that high, we're going to be under some pretty bullish structure. So I would expect a zone like this to give us a higher low for a higher high. And then I think we could make our way back up to the weak high. It's this, or it's that. That's what I see. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Da, da, da. Yeah, 1 minute breaks of structure are not something you should. I mean, like yeah, it's hard for me to even spit out, but like a 1 minute break of structure is something for me that you really have to understand like a lot of different contexts to even make use of it. Yep. Yep, you gotta understand a lot of different contexts to make use of it. Like there was a 1 minute break of structure on ETH that actually it was a 2 minute. Like see to me I could only make use of this information because of the additional confluence. You have set a low, you've set a high, you've swept the low, aka trapping traders below the low. You flip your structure bullishly. You encourage a little bit of bearish retracement here, but you have these nice sort of rounded highs. If this was coming for this low down here, I don't see any reason it would break bullishly here, except to retest this area. So as it gets into this area here, you see that it starts to pull back out of that area. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, the second break here was probably the safer the safer play. And you know, like that's like there's nothing wrong with waiting for your second one. If your first one makes you a little nervous, um, if this supply was to set a lower low, well then you shouldn't be pulling back and breaking up here. So you know, I mean, yeah, the small time frame structures are pretty. To me, they're pretty difficult to use if you don't you got to understand a lot of other context around it to be able to make use of it, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna look at total three and then I'm out. Oh, I love you. Kiss you. Okay, maybe I got a little ahead of myself. I thought I was somewhere else on the chart. All right, totes threes. Cracking 866 billion is going to be hella bullish. That is going to be hella bullish. Yeah, that's going to be hella bullish. All right, guys. Oh, fart tagged you in, huh? No. No. I want it on. Stop. I want it on Bybit. Stop doing that to me. Stop doing that to me. Oh, dang, look at that, bro. Look at that. Again, my only concern for you is that bullish this is my only concern for you here. Right? That be my concern for you. I mean, to me, it would have made more. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my only concern. Godspeed to you. I wish you the best on that. I really do. Um, but that is my concern. Yeah. Yep. That is my concern. All right. Well, the Bitcoin long is doing really nice this morning. Sweet. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Where are we at here? Oh yeah, still doing great. Perfect. Let's get that stop loss deep into profit, and let's move on with the rest of our day. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I would. I mean, if you got tagged in up here, I'd be really aggressive on taking that stop loss to entry. For me, I would be pretty aggressive on that. Yes, I was just about to say this is the area that demand entered that caused this. So I would be, yeah, I would be. I just would be. Yeah, I would. I just wouldn't look to lose any money there. That's all. I wouldn't look to lose any money there. Obviously, if you can clean these highs off and then break those lows, I think you're looking pretty good at that point. I do think you're looking pretty good at that point. Get the BTC chart open again. Did we hit anything that I was interested in? No. No, we did not. Sure did not. Nope. Yeah, that's kind of what I was referring to on Bitcoin is just that can RIMC continue to do its job? I'm gonna find out, because if not, I might short it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put myself an alert right here before I head out. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me, everybody. You guys have a great day. Let me get back over to the chat. Say goodbye to everybody. 7-day trial. Oh, that's cool. You're new to the trading group. That's awesome, man. Welcome aboard. Yeah, you don't need no 7-day trial in here. I mean, also, guys, think of it this way: if you're you're a member of the Discord channel and you're paying a little bit of money to be here. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're just nice people here to help people. You know what I mean? So like I don't know. I mean, what am I trying to say? It's like, yeah, it costs you a little bit of money, but you're not paying assholes. You're not giving money to assholes. So at least there's that. I like giving money to nice people. All right, hey, you guys have a good one. yeah, I agree with DDT there. It's inexpensive. It's more affordable than drinking Starbucks. Yeah, I hear you there. I hear you there, black and blue. But it's like, think of it this way. You buy a month, you can cancel if you want to. It's not going to hurt any of our feelings. And hold on, where's my stop loss? In the wrong goddamn spot. Um yeah. Yeah, you pay for 1 month, get the most out of it, spend all your time in here, ask all the questions, look at all the resources, and if 30 days later you feel like it's just not worth the $1.50 a day or whatever, cancel. It's fine, no big deal. But I think you'll find that people that you'll want to stick around if nothing else, just for the company. All right. I gotta go. I gotta go. I keep saying this and I'm not doing it, and I have to go. So you guys gotta, yeah, I'm out of here. Bye bye.